own way of socializing.
I remember seeing some pictures of you skiing, and
Oh,
so
yes.
when did you start skiing?
Yeah, I can't remember which year, but I'm sure it was in the 50s.
In the 50s?
Yeah, and this was because I was following my husband's desires.
Yes.
Yeah, so we used to go skiing, and we loved going to Vermont and to Canada because it just seemed like another world. Once we crossed the lines over into Canada, it just seems like, just something just happened to you because people accepted you. They didn't even look at what color you were. Uh, you just didn't, just didn't feel that thing that you feel here in the United States, that you weren't sure whether it's okay to go in someplace. You weren't sure what's all right to get on a ski lift. You didn't have any of those kinds of feelings at all when you went to another country.
Everything we got in that school was secondhand. It was what the white schools threw away. From the books to the baseball bats to the baseballs, everything we had. That was discrimination. That's the way it was.
Now, I remember you telling me you even got used pencils.
Yes, we did. They were already sharpened. Some of them would be very small. Very seldom were they long pencils that had not been sharpened. They'd come tied up in a string and be brought into the classrooms and circulated around.
I mean, that was the most amazing thing I'd ever heard, used pencils. That was
Well, everything was used that we had. The law in this state said that black children could not be taught by white teachers, and white children could not be taught by black teachers. Yet at Governor Bacon Health Center, we had a school, and the children were white and the teachers were black, and nothing was done about it. But there was segregation. For instance, I had come out of college and I was a certified lifeguard. Now, we had a swimming pool there, and the kids went into the swimming pool, but I could not get in that pool with them. I was a certified lifeguard. I was the only lifeguard. Now, to teach them how to swim, and we have a picture of it, a white student who was there working from the university during the summer would get in the pool, and I would tell him what to do and to instruct him how to instruct the kids when they got into the pool.
The 1954 Supreme Court decision, Brown versus Board of Education of Topeka, Kansas, declared school segregation unconstitutional. It met widespread resistance throughout Southern white communities.
Wait a minute, Milford, in 1954, there was
oh my goodness, 1954, Milford had the only riot that was held because of a 1954 decision, integrating of schools. And that was quite a time in Milford.
Just what started this whole thing, fellas?
I don't know of any particular incidents that really started the thing off. I know the student council was going to have a dance, and then some rumors got around about one of the colored boys making a date with one of the girls out at school, which wasn't true, and that got around. It was just all rumors, I believe.
What do you fellas think about all the fuss they're kicking up down here over the school situation?
Well, I think it's a lot of nonsense, and they should stop and let us get back to school.
And back to the football team?
Yeah, back to the football team.
Now, young lady, what do you think about Milford High School's trouble?
Well, I don't think it is actually the children's fault. I think it's more the parents, because it seems as if it's the parents that want us to go out there.
We went home on one of the occasions there, and my mother had a shotgun behind her door. You see, the white youths would come up at night and throw glass bottles, bricks through the screen porch, through the windows, and even try to they did harass a lot of the black kids if they were around on the streets. So people in the area where we lived, and that was in North Street, Milford, many of them had guns available just in case. And my mother, I went home that time and saw the gun behind the door, shotgun. Of course I was alarmed.